And we are live. So, what's up, you guys? Godzilla fan freaks coming at you today with Kaiju Chill O'Clock, episode 42. Long time no see, my audience. How y'all doing? Sorry for the hiatus on Kaiju Chill O'Clock for the past couple weeks. Just been busy with Tucson Kaiju Festival stuff. And then, of course, the following week, I kind of ended up coming down with this little head cold that lasted about 3 to 4 days. And so finally got over that. Probably could have done the show last week, but still just wasn't 100% for it. So thank you for understanding. I did appreciate seeing the feedback of Monday's post for Kaiju Chill O'Clock, episode 42. Of course, you know, Kaiju Chill O'Clock returning this week. Everybody seemed really excited, got a lot of likes, so I got to thank you all for that. Again, that helps me, stay positive about everything and makes me want to keep going forward knowing that you guys enjoy it. Goji 2001, what's going on? Reptile 7876, what is up, you guys? Hope everybody's having a great week. Hope everyone's looking forward to their weekends. Hope everybody's having a good day. We got 6 people in here already. Thank you so much. Guys, don't forget to atomic blast that like button, please. Helps out the algorithm, helps out the channel, and I just appreciate seeing the support overall. So, for today's lineup, I figured why not we get the big bad turtle back on the menu. So, for today, for Kaiju Chill O'Clock in the background, I figured why not watch a Gamera movie, especially since the new Netflix series is right around the corner. And I figured why don't we watch, or at least I watch, Gamera, Guardian of the Universe. And of course, this is from the Arrow Video box set book. So I'm going to go ahead and get that on started. And then for the next segment over on Facebook, I figured, why not watch another Gamera film, and how about we visit one of my favorites, which is Gamera vs. Gauss from 1967. So, you guys will probably hear the movie on in the background at times. And let's just have a great show. Plenty to talk about. Reptile 7876 saying thanking for the request. Not a problem. Goji 2001, my favorite band is coming to the States. Who's that? Who's your favorite band, man? And then Zillafan85, what's going on? Glad you're doing the show this week. Helps me stay positive with things too. Miss you, man. Thank you guys again for the support. I appreciate seeing it. Again, I've just been busy the last couple weeks. Even though I was still kind of under the weather last week, I worked on Tucson Kaiju Festival stuff, working on getting all that together. So it's coming together. That's all I can say, and I'm definitely looking forward to November for sure. I cannot wait. KGSWHR101, what's going on? I'm doing pretty good. Zillafan85, Gamera Guardian Universe is my favorite Gamera film. It's up there with me too. I want to say it's probably my second favorite. My absolute favorite Gamera film, again, Showa movie, Gamera vs. Gauss. So we're going to watch that on the Facebook segment today. And then Goji 2001, Baby Metal, nice. I do know about Baby Metal. Not really my thing, but that's cool that you're excited. Hope you get to go see one of their shows, man. But, there's been just a lot of stuff going on the past couple weeks, that's for sure. But again, guys, don't forget to atomic blast that like button if you have not already. Again, I appreciate the support. It helps out the channel and the algorithm and everything like that. Share around that we're live with anybody that you know who may enjoy just watching a Kaiju Geek talk and answer your guys' questions. Like always, ask me any questions you got. As far as what's been going on, there's been quite a bit, really. Of course, again, Gamera's new Netflix series show is basically right around the corner. It's coming. Nick Adams from the Monster Report, what's going on? Glad to see you back in the saddle. Yes, sir. I'm glad to be back too. Hope you're feeling better. Nick messaged me the other day and he came down with the crud. So it's going around. So Nick, hopefully you are feeling better, buddy. But yeah, no, there's been a lot going on. Of course, you know, you guys saw my Mondo update. Everything going on over there. What else? Can I talk about Toho for just 1 second? Personal opinion. Okay? Might get some hate. I don't know. I haven't been the biggest fan of what Toho's been doing lately, at least through like YouTube and other social medias. The whole Chibi, the puppet show, and then this new Chibi animation that's came out like the other day. I don't know. To me, it's just kind of cringe. I'm kind of like, Toho, what are you doing? This isn't the Toho I know. Like, I don't know. It's just weird media. My personal opinion, just not into all the chibi and the weird puppet show stuff. I can't get into it. I just can't. So that's all I want to say about that is like, I kind of hope Toho stops it because it's cringe. Reptile 7876, I hope Gigabash comes out with more Godzilla DLC. Maybe they wanted other monsters. Gamera would be cool too. I think the pot for all that, Reptile, is open in all honesty. I feel like anything could happen with Gigabash. We could possibly even get like Pacific Rim DLC. Who knows? Like, if they were able to obtain the rights to certain Godzilla Toho characters, I feel like Gigabash, the options are, you never know at this point. Anything could be possible with them. Goji 2001, my favorite Gamera film is a tie between Gamera 2 and Gamera 3. Both of those are awesome. The Heisei Gamera trilogy, top tier, perfect, near perfect kaiju films. Bar none. And then Goji 2001, oh boy, Gozi Ben, female, King Caesar, and female, yeah. So I guess some of us are on the same page about that. It doesn't appeal to me whatsoever. I think all the chibi and the cute puppeteer stuff and the new animation that just came out,
to join your investigation.
It's just not, no. For some reason, it's like, Toho, what are you doing? What are you doing, Toho? Let's see, KGSWHR101. Do you think Godzilla could survive a lightsaber attack?
Just what that thing was.
I mean, if it's a lightsaber that's to scale, probably not. But if it's just your normal average lightsaber, then yes. I want to say Godzilla probably wouldn't feel all that too much. It would still probably cut into him, but I don't think it would do all that much. Zillafan85, or actually, let's see here. Before that, Monster Report. Thanks for the well wishes. Feeling kind of up dog lately. Well, hey, that's better than down dog. Zillafan85, I'm not into that stuff either, so I'm with you there. I still think the heyday of Toho is anything in the Showa and Heisei eras. I agree. You know, again, I know we're both not really the biggest Millennium fans either. So, that is fair. Goji 2001, and apparently Mir Goji is female in Godziben. See, what? My only thing. What's been going on as far as I'm concerned? Again, stuff is coming together for the Tucson Kaiju Festival. Some of it a little bit slower due to being sick delay and stuff like that, but still plenty of time between now and November. Let me know if the audio's okay, guys. I hope the TV's not clashing with me too much. I don't want to feel like I'm screaming at you guys, but I want to make sure you guys can hear me clearly as well. Because the audio always sounds different in person, and then it may sound louder to me, but it may sound okay to you guys. So you guys let me know if I need to turn the TV down. No, stuff is coming together for the Tucson Kaiju Festival. As far as anything new, not really. Again, you guys saw my Phoenix video that I did with Lawrence, my Phoenix Toy Hunt video. Again, apologies about the quality, that it gradually got worse throughout the video. I don't know why that happened. As I was recording, the footage and everything was crystal clear, basically as good as it always is on my channel. But then when I started editing and splicing things together, I don't know if it was too much for my editing software to splice that many videos together, so it crunched the quality maybe. That is my only guess. And sadly, of course, there's no like going back and let's redo all these stores in a different way and try to make them shorter videos. There's really no way to do that because you can't redo something like that. You know what I mean? It's hard to do take two, basically. So I do apologize. You know, I'm still hoping that you guys enjoyed that video, even though the quality got really, really bad towards the end. But then it's funny because then the last video that I put, spliced it together with, where we were driving back home and we were passing Picacho Peak, that video came out pretty clean. So again, that's what I mean. I don't know what happened. I tried a few different things to try to fix it, and it just wasn't working. So I was just kind of like, well, it just is what it is. I'll just make a note of it in the video, and I'll put it in the description. And you know, of course, there was still a couple comments that were like, wow, man, great camera. I need one of those. And I'm like, I put a note in the video, and it's in the description talking about, I'm sorry for the quality. So it's like, being sarcastic and telling me those things, it's kind of like, obviously you missed that part or you didn't read. But it's like, I know. So anyway, we got 10 people on in here. Thank you so much. Atomic Blast that like button if you have not already. Thank you for the support. But it was still fun to do. Found some goodies, of course. As you guys know, I ended up getting a Bandai, the new Bandai Jet Jaguar. As far as anything Godzilla Kaiju related goes, that was my one Godzilla Kaiju get. Everything else was kind of like Gundam kits and whatnot, which I've been actively building here and there in some downtime that I've had. And as far as like anything else though, not a whole heck of a lot. Still got a lot of stuff on pre-order for Mondo. Of course, you know, the new Cavity Colors Godzilla 84 t-shirt. I don't know, for those of you that follow Godzilla Fan Freaks on Facebook and Instagram, saw me post a picture that I got mine. Of course, not wearing it. Today I got Rich Iso with me today, Mr. Fresh Vinyl. And I'll catch up on your guys' comments in a minute. I'm just kind of talking and going over some stuff. So I'm not ignoring you. I see that people are actively commenting, and I thank you all for that. Thank you so much for being here with me, Godzilla Fan Freaks Live, for Kaiju Chill O'Clock, episode 42. A lot of stuff on pre-order from Mondo still. I did make my very first purchase through another site. I don't know if anyone else here has used them, but Kaiju Live is what they are called. I decided to go, because I'm trying to give some of these other like companies that are able to provide US buyers with figures, and Kaiju Live is one of those. I ended up pre-ordering the new Bandai Baragon and the Bandai Ibira through Kaiju Live. So I do have those coming. I haven't gotten the shipping notification yet, but they did say that those should be shipping this week. So I'm hopefully by either today or tomorrow, or maybe sometime early next week, I'll get a shipping notification on those two Bandais that are coming in. Back to Cavity Colors. Did everybody see Cavity Colors drop of Godzilla vs. Megalon merch? Nice. Nice. I cannot wait. I'm definitely going to get the 3 t-shirts, and even though I'm not a big jogger pant, sweat pant guy, I'm kind of digging those Jet Jaguar joggers. So I might pick up those as well. The only thing myself and others were disappointed in is that there was no just Megalon-centered merch. Like, yes, it's Jet Jaguar's 50th birthday also, but it's also Megalon's 50th birthday. And Megalon was really only featured on the one t-shirt that had all 4 of the Kaiju. And so it was just like, there's nothing Megalon-centered. But one thing I did notice with Cavity Colors, and I don't know, this may be a shot in the dark, but I kind of saw something. That when they presented it on the website, it's Godzilla vs. Megalon 50th plus Jet Jaguar. So I wonder if this is like the more Jet Jaguar centered collection, and then they're going to come out with a part 2 collection, including Megalon, more Megalon centered. I think that's what they're going to do. So I don't think we've seen the last of Godzilla vs. Megalon from Cavity Colors. That's just me. That's just my that's what I would do, I guess, if anything, because again, it was kind of disappointing that we didn't just have like at least one Megalon centered t-shirt, like with just Megalon, like some badass art, you know. I would have done like a long sleeve Megalon shirt, and like the sleeve patterns are his drill hands, and they're like spinning or whatever. That's what I would have did for a Megalon long sleeve, in all honesty. And if anyone from Cavity Colors watches this and they come out with that, where's my royalties? Because I gave you the idea. But let me catch up on your guys' comments here. Monster Report. Maybe feeling Sapachu. Goji 2001, also I'm a fan of the Millennium era. Hey man, you know, you like what you like. Never gonna dog on you for it. You know, just Millennium era, not one of my favorites. I like it the least. KGWHR101, has there ever been a human action figure from Godzilla? And if there is, would I want it? I think is what you tried to word there. There has been human figures from like Trendmasters back in the day. And then of course there's the Godzilla Nakajima, like, you know, he's wearing the bottom half of the Godzilla suit. I think it's like a Marmot figure. Then of course you have the controller from Planet X from Toho, the Toho Maniacs line. Of course, Dr. Serizawa from the Toho Maniacs line. So, if anything, they're getting more into doing some of the human-like characters from Godzilla pretty much now. So, I want to say I do. I wanted the X Plus controller, and I wouldn't have minded Serizawa either. But the controller was never available for U.S. buyers. Serizawa was, but he came out for pre-order as the same time as the Sea Monster set. And I couldn't swing both because the Sea Monster set wasn't cheap. I mean, granted, it was MSRP, it was retail, but still it was like I couldn't get two things at once. It was either one or the other. So I went with the bigger choice. So would I still like a Serizawa? Yeah. You know, I'm down for more human character representation in figure form, for sure. I would love to have that on some of my shelves. Monster Report, yep. There's, yep. See, that's what. Now I'm catching up on comments, so it's like, see, I even mentioned the Trendmasters line, and then I just read Nick's, Nick's comment. Nick Mendoza Arts, what's going on, man? And then, but they aren't related to, yeah, they're not related at all. Zillafan85, yeah, I've still been watching all your stuff. Everything is awesome as always. Sorry I haven't been commenting, just been keeping to myself mostly. Hey, man, that's fine. That's totally fine, dude. Nick Mendoza Arts, I enjoy all of your videos. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that so much. I love hearing that stuff because, again, I'm not a very fancy YouTuber. I'm not very flashy or really crazy with editing. Even now, my editing is very basic. But I appreciate that you guys like what I put out regardless. Again, even these live segment videos, you're just sitting down and kind of just chilling with me. Kaiju chill o'clock. You know, I'm glad that you guys enjoy it for what it is. I really didn't think this show was gonna catch on very well. I thought it was gonna get boring really fast. So the fact that, you know, we've been able to keep it this long is great. Which, speaking of it, I'll get back to the comments here in just a second, but I just want to speak this since we're on the topic. May 6th is coming up. Does anybody know what May 6th is? May 6th is the 1-year anniversary of me doing this show. May 6th, I've been doing Kaiju Chill O'Clock pretty much religiously once a week for a year. With, of course, I've had some breaks and taking time and doing other things. So I've skipped a few weeks here and there. But pretty much, we're already coming up on 1 year of me doing the show. Now, May 6th this year is on a Saturday. I have something going, well, of course, you know, work, but I'm actually taking time off work that day for something else I have to do, so I'm busy that day. I'm busy also May 5th, so I can't do the show then. So basically, the 1-year anniversary for Kaiju Chill O'Clock is going to be on May 4th. So, Star Wars Day. And so we'll just celebrate pretty much 1 year of Kaiju Chill O'Clock then. But yeah, no, time has just flown by. Like, already 1 year of doing this, to me, that's nuts. So I thank you all so much for your positivity, your feedback, just everything. And the fact that we are continuing to have a great time on this show means so much to me. So thank you again so much. All right, back to comments. Zilvan85 just responding to Nick, talking about he remembers those G-Force figures from Trendmasters. And then you loved my cavity colors post, by the way. Thank you so much. Goji 2001, not the biggest fan of Godzilla vs. Megalon. That's okay. You know, that's okay. Me personally, I love it. I love Godzilla vs. Megalon. I love anything Showa, but Godzilla vs. Megalon is one that is near and dear to my heart. I had that on VHS when I was a kid. I had the orange VHS box where they're on the World Trade Center, Godzilla and Megalon, and they're battling it out. So I watched that. I watched Godzilla vs. Megalon a lot when I was growing up. So it was one of my childhood ones that I watched a lot. Austin Creations, their sweatpants are really comfortable. I do agree with that. I have the Hedra ones, and then my wife actually got me the Godzilla and Kong ones because she got a pair of those. So we have those that match, me and my wife. So I do have 2 pairs of their joggers. So I'm thinking about getting the Jet Jaguar ones because it's really cool. Also, I believe they said in a comment that they are doing a solo Megalon shirt later in the summer. And there you go. There was no way that they couldn't. It just felt too odd, you know? And then Goji 2001, better put a Star Wars movie on for Chill O'Clock when that rolls around. I mean, yeah, could, you know, anything's possible. Kevla, sorry you're late. Hey, you're okay. We're only about 24 minutes in, actually, right now. So, you've only missed a little bit, you know, talking about some topics. So even if you have to go back and rewatch 24 minutes, I want to say that's doable. But again, thank you all for being here with me. We got 8 people in here by my count and 7 likes. Don't forget to atomic blast that like button. It helps out a lot, and I love seeing the support. Anyway, so yeah, back to like stuff coming. Kaiju Live, again, I'm getting a couple Bandais through them. Mondo, I'm kind of scared to really pre-order anything else at the moment, just because even though they sent out that paper, I don't really know what the state of Mondo's going to be. I feel like it's almost too risky to order anything else from them right now, even though I really want to. You know, I want to stay on top of the records. So I feel like I might give in a few weeks here and finally pre-order the Godzilla against Mechagodzilla and Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah 91 vinyl record soundtracks, because I have yet to pre-order those from them. New figures hopefully coming in the next maybe week and a half, depending on how quickly Kaiju Live ships out. I don't know, I've never used them before, but they had decent reviews, and I know others, I think Rich Iso and a few others like Samson West, I believe, have ordered through them, so they're a pretty reputable source. Again, we're watching Gamera, Guardian of the Universe in the background, watching a Gamera flick today, and we'll be watching a Gamera flick over on the Facebook page after done with this segment. Just because, again, you know, Gamera's coming back in his new Netflix anime adaptation show. So really excited for that. I've seen actually the new Bandai Rebirth Gamera. It looks like a really cool figure. I'm not sure if I want to pick it up yet myself. Still kind of on the fence about it. But I have seen pictures of it next to other Bandais. This is a big Bandai figure. I mean, this figure's a decent size for a Bandai. It's like a super-sized Bandai. So that's pretty cool. But I might pick it up, maybe. You know, I don't hate the design. I'm glad Gamera's coming back, and I think the design is cool, but I don't know if anything's itching me to get it right now. But we'll see. You know, we'll see how my experience goes with Kaiju Live. Again, I like, you know, using some of these smaller and upcoming, like, companies. You know, you got Kaiju Live, you have Awesome Collector, Titanic Creations with the Gorgo figure. They're almost at that 600 order mark. We are that close to that Big Ben accessory with the Gorgo figure from Titanic Creations. So again, you guys, if you have not pre-ordered that Gorgo figure yet from Titanic Creations, I recommend you do so, please. Go pre-order it. Let's get those order numbers up. We have until the end of next month. May 31st is the deadline for the pre-orders. So let's get those pre-order numbers up. I want to see that Gorgo figure get those light up eyes. I want to get all those extras. Zillfan85, you're really doing a great job. I love this live stream and all your content. I even tried my own hand at live stream. Thanks to you, you continue to inspire me. Hey man, that's awesome. I'm glad I can do that, man. You know, one of these days, again, we still got to troubleshoot it and figure it out, but I really hope that I can have, because YouTube does give me the option to go live with somebody else. Only one person at a time, though. I can't do multiples. But that, if I can get that figured out, I would love to have a split-screen Kaiju Chill O'Clock with Zillafan85 or Nick Adams from the Monster Report. You know, or have any of you on as a guest. You know, that's always a possibility, too. You know, I'm always open for it because I love engaging with you guys. I love talking with you guys. Again, that's the whole reason I do. I created Godzilla Fan Freaks. I love this hobby so much, and I just love talking and engaging with people and just having a good time. And, you know, giving to the community in my own way. You guys like my videos and my content. That means so much to me, and that means I'm doing a good job. Same thing with the Tucson Kaiju Festival. I did it back in 2019. Had close to 500, if not over 500 people for that whole evening. They enjoyed it. It was completely free. It was a festival built and created by me, by a fan, for the fans. And that is, of course, what is the Tucson Kaiju Festival is returning this year in November. And it's going to be a whole day. Nick Adams did a video with me talking about it, and a few of others from my circle and my team that's doing some work on it. And so if you haven't seen that, head on over to the Monster Report, scroll for it, and check that video out. And I'm just really excited. You know, we're going to have contests. We're going to have prizes getting together. We're going to have raffles. We're going to have video game contests, vendors. There's going to be some panels. Goji Fan 93 Chris, he's going to be there. Nick Adams from the Monster Report is going to be there. We're going to be doing like panels and stuff together and discussions. And again, trivia contests, prizes. It's going to be a great fun time, and it is completely free. It's November 3rd at the Bookman's at Speedway in Wilmot here in Tucson, Arizona from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. The second Tucson Kaiju Festival. So if you're going, hope to see you there. It's going to be a fun time. Kefla, Gamora is just like Godzilla, but instead of a lizard, we got a turtle. I think you meant to say Gamera, not Gamora. But yes, you are pretty much correct. KG SWHR 101, if Godzilla was to cross over with any franchise, what would be the best? Any franchise? I want to say really kind of keeping it in a universe of some type. I want to say Pacific Rim would be an interesting crossover. I don't know. I'm not that big into crossovers, especially with kaiju stuff. That may sound weird, but I don't know. I just feel like they just don't work that great. There's the comic book line where Godzilla's crossing over with the Power Rangers currently. Cool idea. I'm not saying I totally hate it, but I'm also like, I don't know. It's just personal preference. Tim, what's going on, man? What's up? And then Kefla saying Godzilla versus Gamera would be awesome. You know what? It's been talked about in the past. That has been for sure. But considering they are two different companies, they can't decide which kaiju would win. Dai Studios wants Gamera to win. Toho wants Godzilla to win. They can't come into an agreement of some type. And obviously they don't want the monsters working and coming together kind of like a Godzilla vs. Kong film. They want one of their kaiju to outdo the other, bar none. So that's why. It's like no company wants to give up the loss, basically. So I don't think we're ever going to see Godzilla vs. Gamera except in fan-made stuff. And then Goji 2001, did you say guest? Yeah, it's a possibility. If I can figure it out. I'd still got to do some troubleshooting with it with Zillafan 85, which hopefully we can do that. Or I'd even troubleshoot it with Nick, if Nick's down to try to help me out and see, because I tried to do it one time and it wasn't working. I don't know what we were doing wrong, but maybe YouTube has fixed it and polished it off more, because maybe it wasn't ready, because when I did try it was like when it was first a new thing. So maybe they just didn't work out all the kinks yet. So maybe they have now. Goji 2001 also going to be doing Monsterverse month. Very cool, man. That's awesome. Zilfan 85, best Godzilla crossover ever was Godzilla vs. Charles Barkley. Agreed. Agreed. But yes. So Gamera, Guardian of the Universe, they are lighting up Gauss right now. That's what we got on in the background, talking about some great topics. Again, you guys, any questions or anything for me, please feel free to ask. Of course, we'll always go back in the room here and do a room tour. I have done some rearranging. I have moved some stuff around to make things a little bit more seeable, if that makes sense. Because I want to say I did have some figures that were kind of hidden that always didn't necessarily have a good view of. So I have been doing that. Again, guys, how's the audio? Is the TV too loud? It sounds loud to me, but I'm in person. It may sound different coming through the video feed. So you guys let me know is it too loud? Because to me, it almost sounds like it's too loud. But if it's not, I'll leave it. It's fine. I don't mind having a kaiju. It's a bit loud. Thank you. Guys, I'm sorry if that has been loud for too long. Told me earlier I would have turned it down sooner. So I apologize. Surprisingly or not, you guys want to know what the volume was at on the TV, or does anybody want to take a guess? Take a guess. Tim saying it's a little loud, but it's good. Okay. You guys got to let me know now, because I turned it down a few notches. So hopefully this is good. Tim, background destruction madness. Yes. Kefla, apparently 2017 Kong and 2014 Godzilla, they had to be matched up against each other. Could go both ways. Yeah? But of course Godzilla won that. I mean, I guess if you're going off of the 2014 Godzilla and the Kong, I don't know, because I think Kong was still way smaller than Godzilla at that point. Maybe. You know, Kong, he might have been full grown by then. Hard to say. But, okay, I turned it back down. But anyway, if anybody doesn't want to take any guesses, my TV volume was only at 20. This TV with certain Blu-rays and certain discs and certain media in general, sometimes it'll be really quiet and I have to have the TV turned up to like 70 or 80 for it to come through good. But on certain other ones, it's like screaming at you even though it's only like at 20. So I just turned the volume down to 15. So hopefully that's better. Again, I apologize if it was a little loud there for a little bit. But thank you for telling me, you guys. I want to have a good show for you all. But let me make sure I'm good on comments and I didn't miss anything. Okay, yeah, we're good. Oh no, Zillafan85 said something. Hang on. Zillafan85, yeah, we can troubleshoot for sure, and Nick too, since he really knows YouTube well, pretty much like the back of his hand. That is true. Nick is very accustomed to a lot of things. Let's see, Kefla, he was only at Godzilla's thigh, but Godzilla's atomic breath wasn't fully developed, so it wouldn't burn Kong too much. Seeing Kong went through his island burn. That's true. That is true. But we never know for sure. That's just something that will always be speculated. But what else has there been that's been going on? Topic-wise. Really hasn't been a whole heck of a lot. You know, I did that requested video for Reptile 7876. Did the video talking about Mondo. I do have some figure reviews coming up, of course, of, figures that I've gotten recently. The next figure review, I'll let you guys know, is going to be the Masters of the Universe Origins line Skeletor from the 2000X series that I got up in Phoenix from Toy Anxiety. That is going to be the next review. And then afterwards, after that, I'm going to be reviewing the Bandai Jet Jaguar that I got. And then, of course, the Playmates Baragon has a review upcoming as well in the coming weeks. So, got videos and stuff lined up, at least content for a few weeks. Of course, with Figure Talk Tuesdays. Hope you guys have been enjoying those. I've been enjoying those. I've been getting a little bit more fluid with it. It's kind of starting to set in my head kind of what I really need to talk about and go over. I did notice, my first Figure Talk Tuesdays, the first few that I did, I kind of had some pauses here and there because I got to get into a flow with it. So everything takes practice. But that is happening now. And so hopefully, you guys are enjoying the Figure Talk Tuesdays, so thank you very much. Of course, Kaiju Chill O'Clocks. I think I'm able to do it next week. Again, I got a lot going on, so Kaiju Chill O'Clock for a little bit might be sporadic. Probably not 2 weeks in between shows, but maybe at least a week here and there. Again, running a festival and putting it together and stuff is no easy feat. But I do thank my friends and my wife for their help. Yosh over at Leaf Claw Studios, he's doing the artwork, he's doing the poster and everything for the festival. I'm collecting, vendor information and stuff right now and putting the schedule together. And I have yet to get out the flyers yet and spread flyers around town, but I hopefully am going to be doing that next week, I hope. Yeah. There's just been a lot going on, and again, I had that head cold last week, so that kind of delayed me on some things too. Yeah, so there's just been a lot going on. Tax seasons, I'm just going to say, you guys, the IRS pretty much did a kaiju-sized stomp on my wallet. So yeah, that's kind of slowed me down too on some things, but still doing okay, you know. But just so you guys know that maybe if Kaiju Chill O'Clock isn't going to be consistent weekly, maybe for a little bit here, I do apologize for that. Just got a lot going on. I am a very busy bee for sure. Goji 2001, I know how it feels. I have a TV in my room and I have it on 20 and you can barely hear it. Yeah, there you go. And then Nick from the Monster Report saying the Skeletor was a good grab. Oh, dude, I love him so much. When I go to do a room tour, I'll be sure to focus in on him a little bit. He's such a cool Skeletor. Again, even though I've expanded and I've gotten other characters outside of Skeletor, you know, the majority of my Masters of the Universe collection is Skeletor still. I have a lot of Skeletor figures. But for someone like me, I could never have enough Skeletor figures. I must possess all, or I possess nothing. Let's see, KGSWHR101. How would you feel if Disney buys the rights to Godzilla? No. 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 Disney... I don't even like that Disney's continuing Ray's story. They just brought that out, like, I forget if it was the end of last week or early this week. No. Stop it, okay? Nobody really liked those movies. Alright? But you're gonna put out more knowing that people aren't... No. I'm sorry. No. Nobody wants that, okay? Nobody does. Kefla, I have a theory on the new Godzilla and Kong. They are both the son of Godzilla and the son of Kong. Godzilla's OG with his breath have been perfected in 2014. Okay. Let's see, Tim. Hey man, I saw the slogan for the American Godzilla that came out in 1998. Size does matter. How American. Dude. 98 Godzilla again. Not a fan really at all. Don't like it. All right? Don't like it at all. Kefla, sorry if I kept saying is instead of if. My autocorrect keeps saying is instead of if. That's okay. Autocorrect happens. For me, whenever I say if, my autocorrect changes it to of. I don't know why. It's annoying. Zillifan85, did you know that He-Man and Skeletor were actually based off of Conan? Yes. Yes, they were originally like, you know, Conan the Barbarian stuff, and then they changed it. But yes, no, I do know all of that history. There is a great documentary on the origin of He-Man, the figures, the TV show, all that stuff. Because He-Man was toys before it was anything else. There's some great documentaries out there. I know there's one on Netflix, the toys that we grew up with, or something like that. They did an awesome show on Masters of the Universe. It was just great. And then Nick Adams from the Monster Report saying, Disney, keep your woke paws off Godzilla. Yes, I agree. Goji 2001, who knows? Maybe they'll kill Ray. We can hope, but are they really going to turn it around and make it better, though? You know? Or is it just going to be the same engine, just different outside look of the car? I don't know. That was just my reference off the top of my head. Zillifan85, totally agree. Disney has become absolute garbage with all their agenda crap. Now they're bringing back Rey from Star Wars. Nope, won't be watching. Yes. I agree. Even some of the Marvel stuff as of late, again, I feel like superhero movies need to take a hiatus for a little bit. Like, give superheroes a break, because I feel like after Endgame, it just kind of went downhill. You know, Marvel and Disney had a good run up until Endgame, but now, even with some of those movies, you know, kind of being but I feel like they need to take a break from the superhero stuff for the time being. Take a break, reevaluate what fans and people actually want, not what certain groups might want who really don't care or are even fans of the fan base and just want, a certain representation, which is fine. Just don't shove it down our throats. Like, we want, it's not what it's about. Kevla, speaking of crossovers, I'm making a manga where Godzilla travels to different dimensions like Pacific Rim. Interesting. That's very cool. There was an old comic line, if you don't know, called Godzilla. Godzilla travels through time. There's a comic line where Godzilla travels to like different time periods. So that has been done before, but still, different iterations are always welcome. Tim, dude, Disney is a money grab. Too much superhero, everyone's burned out. Exactly, everyone's burned out. Disney was planning on buying the anime versus. Well, no, I hope not. Completely checked out of Disney Star Wars. I agree. Star Wars ends with Return of the Jedi, okay? The Mandalorian show, it's good, okay? Mandalorian's good. Obi-Wan Kenobi was good. Could there have been some better things about it? Sure. But it was alright. Book of Boba Fett, it was okay too. I want to say it was one of the weaker live action shows from Disney Plus. But yeah, no, I think everything just needs a big break. Reevaluate your situations. Yeah.
That's true.
Goji 2001. Hey, what about Spider-Man No Way Home? Spider-Man No Way Home was pretty good. All right, that's an exception. One exception. Out of everything else they've put out, that is one movie. So it's kind of sad. Let's see. Tim, talking to the Monster Report, saying he feels the same. Zilfan85, agreed, 100% on Marvel. Same for me. Watching The Mandalorian Season 3, but I'm done after this season. It's gone downhill. That's also kind of what I've heard. I haven't actually watched any of the new Mandalorian. A little bit here and there. But I really didn't know what was going on because family members were watching it. And they were already so many episodes in. So I really wasn't paying attention all that much because, again, I didn't know what was going on. So I still have yet to start the newest season of The Mandalorian. But I have heard, it's kind of up and down. Let's see. Kefla, I'm currently making a panel where Godzilla travels to Naruto Shippuden, the Pain Saga, and we all know who's winning this fight between Pain and Godzilla. Oh, man. Zilvan85, meanwhile, Super Mario Brothers, I did hear that was good. I do want to see that. As far as movies that are coming out or are out, I definitely want to see Super Mario Brothers. I definitely want to see the new Evil Dead Rise that's coming out. I'm a big Evil Dead and Army of Darkness fan. Me and my wife actually just recently started watching Ash vs. Evil Dead, the Stars, series. Haven't watched it really before. Just, again, bits and pieces here and there. But we are fully, watching it. I have the complete series of Ash vs. Evil Dead on Blu-ray. Bought it a while ago, but just now started diving into it and watching it, and we really enjoy it. So we're just kind of getting ourselves geared up for the new Evil Dead Rise. Even though it really doesn't have anything to do with Ash, it's still going to be part of the Evil Dead franchise, and it looks like it's going to be good. From seeing the trailer and everything like that, from how some horror movies have been over the years, in recent years, this looks like it's going to be a good horror movie. So again, being an Evil Dead fan in general, I'm looking forward to it. And me and my wife were enjoying Ash vs. Evil Dead right now. And Yeah, so we're getting geared up for it. Cannot wait. So definitely want to see Super Mario Bros. And Evil Dead Rise. I didn't get a chance to see the movie 65 with Adam Driver. You know, the one where he has all the futuristic weapons and he's fighting dinosaurs and stuff. But I do want to pick that up on Blu-ray. Totally missed it in the theaters. Again, just ended up getting busy with a bunch of stuff last month and a little bit of this month. Just been busy with side things. Life, too. You know. But yeah, so... Monster Report, No Way Home was a co-production with Sony, not even a movie Disney can hang a hat totally on. That is true, Nick. That is true. That is true. It might have been good because of just Sony. And then Monster Report, or Zillafan85 just saying Nick took the words right out of his mouth. Hence why No Way Home was done really well. There you go. You know. You know, Sony's been doing pretty good with their properties, you know, and co-working that movie, they did really good. Tobey Maguire, again, he's my favorite Spider-Man. Was really happy to see him again. You know, I'm even a fan of the Venom movies, okay? Like, they may not be the greatest movies, but you know what? The Tom Hardy Venom movies, they're enjoyable. They're good popcorn movies. Let's see here. Kefla, I'm going to make a joke about Godzilla getting Sage Mode here as well. Oh my goodness. Zillafan85, hail to the king, baby. I still think the first two... whoa. My comment section just jolted there. Sorry. The first two were the scariest. Bruce Campbell is awesome. Yes. The first two Evil Dead movies are classics. Army of Darkness was a little more comedy than it was horror, but fantastic movie. The Evil Dead remake from 2013 wasn't bad. When it first came out, I want to say I really didn't like it that much, but over time, I've grown to like it a little bit more. So the 2013 film, Evil Dead, not bad. And then again, this new Evil Dead Rise, though, looks like it's going to be good. And then again, the Ash vs. Evil Dead series, so far, really enjoying it. Really enjoying it. Monster Report, ever seen the third Gilman, The Creature Walks Among Us? Nick, I've seen The Creature from the Black Lagoon, but then as far as the two sequels, Nick, maybe a long time ago I might have seen them, but I want to say no, because I don't really have a solid memory of any of them. So I want to see the other two Creature of the Black, the other two Creature movies, because I never did see them. At least I don't really remember. Maybe I did a long time ago when I was really young, but I don't really remember. But I do want to see them. Goji 2001, I hate Kenobi. Oh my goodness, telling me a guy's so much training and weak. Yeah, they don't care about the canon, and it's just bad, despise how to forget how to use the Force. Yeah, again, there were some things with Kenobi that was questionable. Zilvan85, I thought The Creature Walks Among Us was the weakest in the trilogy, but I still love all the Creature from the Black Lagoon movies. He's one of my favorite Universal monsters. Yep, same here. Love the Creature. Kefla, fun fact, the Sinister Six was supposed to be there, but Venom wasn't there, so it was the Sinister Five. Monster Report, replying to Zillivan85, don't at all disagree, jumping off of that. I always thought if Godzilla walked among us, oh my goodness. Kefla saying, I also like Tobey's Spider-Man. Hell yeah. Nick Adams saying, like his soul ends up in a humanoid body somehow. Okay. Goji Fan 93, what's going on, Chris? What's up? We are just watching Gamera, Guardian of the Universe in the background, or at least I'm watching it.
That's the one that said that's
Monster Report, he's unable to speak, but completely beast mode. And then, yep, saying hi to Goji Fan 93, KGSAWHR 101. I heard here there's a Doctor Who character in Godzilla. Is that true? Um, Considering I'm not the biggest Doctor Who like fan or anything, I don't know. Possibly there might be somebody who played in the Doctor Who movies in the Legendary series, but I don't really know for sure because I really don't follow Doctor Who all that much. Like I kind of know the premises of it, but I've never really been an advent like fan and watcher. Let's see. Zillfan85, that's a trippy concept, Nick, but I like it. I never thought of taking Godzilla in that direction. You need to pitch that to Toho. Kefla, Godzilla Walks Among Us would be awesome, but as much as we need him as a savior, he couldn't really survive on land. Body would be crushed by the pressure on land. Probably, if you really want to take the physics into it. Goji 2001, Kenobi is the worst Star Wars thing ever, in my opinion. Dang. Well, I don't want to say it's worse than the sequel trilogy. The sequel trilogy is pretty bad. I'd watch Kenobi over the sequel trilogy. Goji Fan 93, that's one of the best Gamera movies. Heck yeah, it is. And then Monster Report, there's a Doctor Who in King Kong Escapes. Yes, there is a Doctor Who in King Kong Escapes. It's not the Doctor Who, but his name is Doctor Who, if that makes sense. It's a character with the same name. Zilfan85 says, I think he's thinking of Doctor Who in King Kong Escapes. Probably. Let's see. Goji 2001 just saying hi to Chris. I've been trying to get in touch for the next month, so he's been trying to get in touch with Chris. Okay. Zilfan85, Nick beat me to it. Talking about Doctor Who. Monster Report saying, not the Doctor Who like the British series. Yeah. And then Zilfan85 saying, oh God, here we go again. Here we go again with King Kong Escapes. King Kong Escapes is great, Chris. Come on. Hey, Fred. What you doing? Fred's here for Kaiju Chill O'Clock, everybody. He's sitting here watching Gamera Guardian of the Universe, getting some love, noogieing. But Fred is here. Say hi to everybody, Fred. You're like, no, just give me pets. And then let's see, Nick saying Mata to Zilfan85, great minds think alike. Zilfan85, oh geez, we stoked up Goji Fan 93 as he's not a King Kong Escapes fan. I'll have to try and change that. One thing about Chris, really hard to change his views and opinions, which is fine. That's with anybody, okay? You know, I've been trying to tell Chris for the longest time, hey, Final Wars is not that great. Like, move away from Final Wars, Chris. Move away. Move away from it. It's all a lie, Chris. Stop lying to yourself. Oh, I'm getting a tickle in my throat. I've been talking for too long. Got my Skeletor tiki mug that I'm drinking out of today. Meow. But yeah, Chris, it's okay to admit Final Wars is bad. It's all right. Oh man. Kefla, man, it's fun listening to Kaiju Chill O'Clock while I work on this manga. Hey, that's awesome. That's great to hear. Again, I'm glad you guys enjoy it. Again, if you haven't already, please atomic blast that like button. Helps out the channel, helps out just with support in general. I just love seeing it. Thank you all so much. Again, all your guys' kind words and that you guys really enjoy all of this is great. Thank you all so much. And then Goji Fan 93, don't make me. Zillafan 85, I'll use that Mechanic Kong weird light thingy on you, Chris. Oh man. And then Nick just saying hi to Fred. And then Goji Fan 93, how dare you, you Showa bot? Oh man. And then, yes, he was talking about Doctor Who from King Kong. I would buy an action figure of him. Well, hey, that's cool. I mean, again, he's not related to Doctor Who in any way, shape, or form. He's just a character with the same name. But hey, man, I would probably get a Doctor Who character too. Idea for the Toho Maniacs line. That would be awesome to have Doctor Who. Am I wrong? I'm for that. Goji 2001, hey, Godzilla Final Wars is the best Godzilla movie. And then Goji Fan 93, I'm kicking your butt at your own festival.
I always wanted to do that.
Oh my goodness. Oh man. No, guys, it's okay. Stop lying to yourselves. We all know Final Wars is bad. It's okay. It's okay. Nick just laughing. Zillafan85 asking Nick if he owns the Bandai Mechanicon. I own it. It's a really cool figure. I recommend it for sure. It is a great figure. I got one too. I love it. Kefla, Final Wars was awesome, but respected opinion. See? We can all have respected opinions. No, it's all fun and games with me giving Chris a hard time about Final Wars. Like, you know, hey, I've always said, hey, if you like it, you like it. I'm not really going to dog on you. But, you know, me and Chris have always just had this going joke with it. So, you know, it's glad that we've kept it alive for as long as we've known each other. Reptile7876 saying Final Goji is your favorite suit. Hey, man, that's fine. Goji Fan 93, actually, I'll see you sooner than the festival. I'll kick your butt at my wedding. Well, I'd have to let you to make you not look bad. No. Because I wouldn't want to kick your butt on your wedding. No. Funny idea, but I would not do it whatsoever out of respect. But it's like, I would, like, joking in my head, I could just picture myself having like a really bad made Final Wars sucks t-shirt. So like after the ceremony and everything and when everybody's having a good time, I could just be like, Final Wars sucks, Chris. Oh man. Oh, Zilfan85. Oh man, well they had to come by, so it's all good. Oh, I have a cool idea. It says Kefla. Goji Fan 93, no respect. You can't have an opinion on the internet. Oh, man. Zillafan saying to Chris that told me that I'm going to come to your wedding dressed as Mechanicon. Oh, man. And then Chris saying, oh, it's on. Oh, man. You guys are too much. Thank you for this. This is great. We always have a good time. This is awesome. Thank you guys so much. I am smiling ear to ear right now. This is what I love. Thank you all so much. God bless everybody. You guys are just awesome. Kefla, see how about I put Godzilla Sage Mode up against Madara with his perfected Susano. I don't know 100% everything you're talking about. Again, I'm not like a huge anime person, but whatever you're saying, I'm just going to say it sounds off the walls and it sounds great. I'm down with anything off the walls. So, and then Chris, Goshman93, you wouldn't have to worry about me. Now, my wife, on the other hand, she would kill you. Oh yeah, no, that I do know. That I do know. That's totally fine. You know, it's out of respect for her. You know. Oh my goodness. Kefla, Big Blue Energy Man versus Big Lizard. Hey, again, sounds off the walls, and I like it. But thank you all so much. This is great. Having a great time. Chris, I can't wait to see you in a couple months. Really, less than a couple months. Well, no, just about a couple months. Little under 3 months. Let's put it that way. Can't wait to see you, buddy. Can't wait to see you. It's going to be a great time.
You know, it wasn't easy getting a hold of you. Thank
Actually, let me go grab something just to show you guys what Chris and his wife and stuff put together. Let me show you guys something really quick. Show you something cool. Be right back. I thought this was the coolest thing. But Chris has these for his groomsmen. So I thought this was pretty cool. Chris, thank you very much. I'm very happy to be a part of your wedding, buddy. I am very, all jokes aside, I'm very honored, and just that you even thought of me to be there. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. This is pretty much my only flask that I own and I ever will own, buddy. Thank you so much. This is awesome. I love you, man. I love you. God bless you and your wife, and just many happiness. I'm just going to say that now. Thank you so much. This is great, buddy. Thank you. And again, my birthday is the day before your wedding, so we're gonna have to, it's gonna be a big celebration of a lot of things. So, no, thank you, man. All right, let me check here. Kefla saying it's an easier way of putting it. Okay, hey, man, I'm all sure. And then Chris saying it's getting close for sure. And then he says, uh-oh. And then Nick saying, I knew he was going to leave us here. And then Goji2001 saying, hello, couch. And then Chris saying, hell yeah, man. Bobby Reynolds, what's up? Birthday shout out actually goes to Bobby Reynolds. His birthday was a couple days ago. So let's all give Bobby Reynolds a very happy birthday. And then Chris saying, love you too, brother. Heck yeah, man. And then Kefla, well, I don't know what's going on. And then Nick saying, nice, wedding is going to be epic. Yes, it's going to be a great, fun time. I cannot wait. Bobby Reynolds saying hi to Chris. And then Kefla sounds crazy. And then happy birthday to Bobby Reynolds. Yes. But no, I definitely cannot wait. It's going to be a fun, great time. And I just thought this was pretty cool. I thought it was pretty cool. So thank you, buddy. Very, very awesome stuff. And yep, everybody say happy birthday to Bobby Reynolds. Say hi to him. And just thank you all for being here. Again, Atomic Blast that like button if you haven't. I'm sure Chris already hit the dislike button because of me dissing Final Wars so bad, but it's all right. I'll take the dislike. For Final Wars, I'll take the dislikes. And Bobby Reynolds just saying thank you to everybody. But yeah, guys, we're doing great. We're a little over an hour here. We're about an hour and 8 minutes in as of now. So, just have Gamera Guardian the Universe on in the background. Again, on the next segment, when after we're done here and I move over to the Facebook segment, we're going to be watching the Showa Gamera versus Gauss film over there. I'm keeping the Instagram segment cut from the show, mainly just because the Instagram was kind of like the lowest for a while. Well, it still kind of was the lowest engagement of all three of the platforms. And my record player is still kind of out of commission. So I still got to get that fixed or get a new one. Because I did like either, doing like a cartoon series show on the Instagram segment or listening to vinyl records on the Instagram segment was really fun. So I want to get back to that, but the Instagram segment's going to be non-existent until I pretty much announce that it's coming back. So Kaiju Chill O'Clock for the time being is just going to be YouTube and Facebook for now. But that's okay. Let's see here. Chris saying I hit it as much as I could. Nick saying happy birthday to Bobby. And then Goji2001. I am assuming Nick is one of the groomsmen also. No, I don't think Chris asked Nick, but that's okay. You know, Chris has his own lineup, I believe, of his friend, local friends. So again, I was very honored that he thought of me. Means a lot, meant a lot. That I even was a placement. So thank you again. Kefla saying, remember that one canceled Godzilla Island series that was supposed to come out in 2018? Kinda? Yeah? Not really? Zillafan85, nah, no way, man. Personally, I hate that the dislike button even exists. If someone doesn't like a video, just click it off. Simple as that. And then Bobby Reynolds saying thank you to Nick. And then GojiFan93, ew, show a Gamera. Here I go again. Hey, Gamera versus Gauss is good. But hey, you want to diss me? Go ahead. That's fine. Again, I like what I like. Goji 2001, I mean Nico Molnar? I don't know who that is. I don't know. Let's see, Nick's saying to Chris, official, I respect this man for the things of kaiju stuff he likes that I don't like and vice versa. Exactly. There's respect across the board here. There's never going to be any harsh words or, absolute madness over not liking something, or if you like something that I don't like, or vice versa with anyone else. That's what I want to bring back, because so many fandoms can be really toxic that way, and that's really kind of what we're making fun of at the end of the day. Is it's pointless. We're all fans of this stuff because we love giant monsters. We love Totsusaku. Just butchered saying that, okay? But you know what? That's what I mean. It doesn't matter. We're all fans of the same thing that we love. Let's just all enjoy it together. We can have our favorites. We can have our dislikes. It's okay. Nick, he loves Space Godzilla, and I'm not such a fan. Hey, I love Space Godzilla too. That is one thing me and Chris agree with. We love Space Godzilla. Nick, I commented on your short video the other day. Dude, I'm jealous of that Laserdisc. That is awesome that you have... It's funny that you don't like Space Godzilla, but yet you have the VHS. You have the Blu-ray. You have the Laserdisc. You have the DVD. You have it on all forms of media. Kefla, I respect any era, honestly, so I won't judge anyone for the era they enjoy. That's awesome. Heck yeah. And then Chris, no Space Godzilla disliking. And then GojiFan93 saying Nico is my co-founder in Kenshin Studios. Oh, okay. See, I didn't know that. Sorry, I didn't know. I know a little bit about the whole Kenshin Studios thing, but I don't know a lot. So that's my bad. Let's see. Bobby Reynolds saying he dislikes God Raiga versus King Ogra. Yeah, a lot of those kaiju movies, but those kaiju movies I want to say are meant to be bad. So they definitely succeed in that. Zillafan85 saying this is so true. We all have a right to like what we like. Hey, I love Godzilla's Revenge, and I'm not afraid to admit it. Hey, guilty pleasure too. Godzilla's Revenge, yes. I don't have a problem with it. Chris, we can't have nice things. It's the internet. Bobby Reynolds, I'll drink to your speeches. Chris, he's a hidden Space Godzilla fan. I think Nick is. Monster Report, I think you're a hidden Space Godzilla fan. It's your favorite. Admit it. Kefla, in order to accept peace, you must first know pain. Dang. That's a hardcore quote right there. Nick saying, I have a huge Laserdisc collection. I definitely have problems. That's awesome, though, man. Like, Laserdiscs are such a cool piece of media. I wish I had some Laserdiscs. I don't. Would love to have some of the Laserdiscs, though, for sure. Let's see, Goji Fan 93. How dare you don't know about Kenshin Studios? I know about it. I just don't know the deets, like major details of everybody. Chris, I know of you. Okay, you're Goji Fan 93. You're Kenshin Studios. You're all of that stuff. Your book, everything. I just know of you, man. Goji 2001 saying, "Oh boy," on the God Raiga versus King Ogra movie. Yeah, yep. How about we do it? How about I pick you guys up and we just do a room tour and stuff. Talk about some figures. Again, any questions you guys have for me? If you guys want me to talk about a figure too, I'm always open for it. Let me just take a sip here and I'll unplug you guys. Rotate the camera so we don't get any footage. And yeah. Gallus just avoided the missiles that they tried to blow him up with, and they just succeeded in blowing up Tokyo Tower. All right. Let me check up on comments here. Zilfan85 saying he does like Space Godzilla as a kaiju. Even if that film, gee, I can't speak, film was my personal least favorite of the Heisei era. Personally, I love the SH Monster Art Space Godzilla. Oh, the SH Monster Art Space Godzilla is in my opinion, it's like, if not one of the best, it's the best SH Monster Arts figure there is. So the Space Godzilla is beautiful. We'll take a look at him right here in a minute. Chris, aw shucks, you make me blush. Zillafan85, in all honesty, I don't dislike any of the live-action Godzilla films, even 98. The only ones I actually dislike were the anime trilogies. The anime trilogy was bad. I do dislike 98. Not a 98 fan at all. Monster Report, the explanation of Space Godzilla's origin, though. Nick, the explanation of Space Godzilla's origin is like the best part of the movie, okay? Just saying, all right? It's great. Leave it at that. It's great. Chris, 98 is a guilty pleasure for him. Well, I think you need to reevaluate your guilty pleasures. Anyway, let me get you guys unplugged and rotate it around so we don't get any footage here. Oh no, it's cows! All right, there we go. And pick you guys up. And I will keep up with your guys' comments as we walk around. Reptile 7876 saying, yeah, the SH Monster Art Space Godzilla is very cool. It's a great figure. And I am happy to announce, you guys, that Tucson, Arizona, despite all the weird weather we've been having, like, guys, it's been hot, it's been cold, it rains, it's very windy, we got snow. The weather has been all over the place in Tucson. My body is completely out of whack, but I'm hoping that finally it is consistent because, guys, I don't know if you saw in the background, but fan is on. The fans are on. It is fan season here in Tucson. The weather is getting hot enough now that I have to turn the fans on. Yes, sir. It's actually been getting up into the 80s and the 90s. We haven't broke triple digits yet, I don't think, but I believe they're coming. But it's a dry heat here. But yes, the fans are now on. It is fan season here in Tucson. And I must say, I love fan season. I don't have the AC on right now. I don't have any air conditioning on. The fans, it is so comfortable back here that is all I can say. It is just wonderful. So, yay for fans! Tim saying, Chris, I think the origin story for Space Godzilla is the best origin story ever. Heck yeah, Tim! Zilfan85 saying to Nick, you know he did from Biolante, that's why he got the tusks and similar roar. Yep. Let's see. Kefla saying, Goji Van 93 and me. Does come to your wedding wearing Final Wars sucks t-shirt. I've been through that with my friends wearing matching t-shirts and saying, oh my goodness. Goji Fan 93, if you want to go one more round, are you feeling lucky, huh? Oh man. But yeah, no, let's go take a walk through the Kaiju cave here, Godzilla Fan Freaks headquarters. Let's see here, what do we got going on? Bobby Reynolds, I know that I can deal with So Bad It's Good in films is good. Silent Deadly Night 2 with Garbage Day. Okay. Nick, but it's from space and he's got shoulder crystals. I don't know. There needed to be another Godzilla film before Destroya. Bobby Reynolds asking, have I seen Feeder's movies, the Star Crystals movies? Those are bad movies. I have not. Kefla, Space Godzilla is one of the greatest copies of Godzilla. Do agree. Zillafini 5, I do need to side with Chris on Final Wars as it's in my top 10 Goji films. Man, now I gotta give you crap, Michael. Chris, speaking of figures, are you thinking of getting the Super 784 figure? I'm really not the biggest fan of the Super 7 like minifigures, so I don't know. I'm gonna probably do some shopping here because I know my local store in town, Zia Records, gets those figures. Maybe if I see it in person, I might pick it up. But so far, seeing the figures that they have done, I just haven't been the biggest fan of them. That's just me, though. And then, oh man, everybody's got the Final Wars. And then Tim saying me against minifigures. I'm not against minifigures. I got small figures. I got minifigures. I got them. They're here and there. I just don't necessarily like what Super 7 has been putting out. I mean, guys, I got these things. Okay? And in all honesty, I like those. Speaking of Space Godzilla, there's the Space Godzilla. SH Monster Art Space Godzilla, since we're on the topic. And then Chris, I only have that one. I'm not collecting other Super 7 figures. Well, that makes sense, man. You're doing a really good job keeping your collection only 84 specific. Like, if ever the time or something would happen to where I had to downgrade my whole collection, my collection would probably revolve around 1962, because 1962 is my favorite. So I would probably only have 1962 Godzilla figures. But, yeah, no, Space Godzilla SH Monster Arts, one of the best SH Monster Arts figures ever. Friggin' love it. Anyway, rearranging certain things, of course. That Ghidorah, which used to be over here, is now back over here, kind of hidden in there, but that's fine. I kind of liked him better there because then the way I have stuff set up over on the shelves over here, I like better. The Jet Jaguar Bandai I got, I stuck him kind of right here. I thought that was a nice spot for him. He actually stands out really well and looks really good in my opinion. Let's see here. Of course, you guys remember Final Wars Gigan used to be down here. He's not anymore. I now put him up here and kind of made his legs in a position to where he's kind of like tilted. But I think he looks cool there, especially on the next to the outskirts of Castle Grayskull there, behind Skeletor. And then, of course, the Godzilla 73, which used to be over here, I moved him over here. So now he has a little bit better of a profile view. The Gauss moved down here because the Gauss, he was actually up over behind in here, in like this area. And you couldn't really see him that well. So I decided to move him down there. The Rodan here, he was back up over in here behind Shin Godzilla and He-Man and Battle Cat and Skeletor and a little bit of Mechagodzilla. He was kind of hidden back up over in here. So I decided, you couldn't really see him that well. So I decided to move him over here. And then I moved Kumonga and Manda from down there to over here. Just so I kind of kept like a little consistency with my shelves. Because as you guys can see now, I have 2 shelves empty, 1 empty, and then 1, 2. So it kind of does a dun, dun, dun. You know what I mean? Like, my brain's OCD like that to where that looks better to me than the way it was. So I've been doing a little bit of rearranging, and I like the way it looks. Let's see. Let me catch up on your comments here. Choo. Bobby Reynolds, GMK is his number 1 spot. Awesome pick. GMK is not bad. Keffel, I think I've said it a few times. That Gundam scares me. Psycho! Chris, what if SH Monster Arts makes an 84? I'm down for it. I am down for it 100%. Zilfan 85. Ooh, I'm dying for an SH Monster Arts 84 figure. 84 is my second favorite Godzilla design behind 89/91. Chris, I don't like SH Monster Arts, but yeah, I would be getting that if they ever did. I just hope it's not over $100. The way SH Monster Arts is, it'd be over $100, Chris. Probably. Let's see, Zilfan 85. Yeah, the best of the best is trying to get them at MSRP at the time of market. Yeah, I have the NECA 2.0 version with the upgraded paint and dorsal spines, but it's still meh. Yeah, the NECA Godzilla 84 was not one that I picked up. I just did not like the way it looked. Kefla, Shin Godzilla is my number 1 Godzilla movie. Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with that. Shin Godzilla is great. Perfect entrance there with the purple LED lights before they changed. That actually looked really good. But yeah, no, Shin Godzilla is great. KG SWHR 101. How would you feel if Godzilla and He-Man had a crossover? And they produced figures. Would you buy them? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would. Like, if like He-Man was like riding Godzilla into battle or something like that, and like Skeletor was riding, let's say, like, I don't know, Destroya or something. Heck yeah. Oh yeah, I would. I would love that crossover. Would not be mad at all. Speaking of, here's the new Skeletor. Here's where he's at. And I just love the 2000X design. Origins pulled it off amazingly perfect. That's a nice shot right there. That's nice. I love the way the face looks there. Oh, that looks great. You can't not tell me that that doesn't look good. All right, let's see. Bobby Reynolds asking, why, Chris, what if they made a video game of Godzilla 1984? Of course, Chris will be all over that. I think I would too. You could probably do like a survival, maybe type horror Godzilla 1984 video game. Like, you're just a citizen during the events of Godzilla 1984 and you're just trying to avoid the destruction, and maybe you have obstacles or puzzles along the way that you have to fit. I don't know. Chris, I still have nightmares of the NECA 84. Oh man. Kefla, NECA lost the license to Godzilla, but would love to see more monsters from them. I do agree. Kefla, cause damn, the King of the Monsters Godzilla from NECA looked awesome. I do have that NECA figure. It's the atomic breath version, but I do have that figure. He is right there. And yes, I do agree. Great, great figure. Guys, thank you so much for the likes. Thank you so much for the love. We got 13 people on in here. 10 likes. If you haven't, please atomic blast that like button. Zilfan 5, your figures pop so well with the lighting you've set up. You have in my man cave. Dude, thank you so much. Like I said, I did the best that I could with what I was set up with, so it worked very well. So thank you so much. Kefla, I believe there was a mobile game like that. Yeah, but it wasn't Godzilla 1984. I think it was for Godzilla 2014 or something like that. And it was like a first-person shooter, but it was like a really short game. It wasn't like anything extensive. Tim saying, I think if I wanted to, could focus his energy and collect all variants of Skeletor. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of already there. Kind of, like there's a lot of versions of Skeletor I don't have, but there's a lot that I do have. I mean, I have this Origins one, I have this little guy down here, I have that little guy back over in there. So that's already 1, 2, 3, 4 Skeletor figures. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, let's see, 12, it's counting all my Skeletor figures. Oh, Gamer and Gals, they're fighting. Oh, no. Well, let's see, what were we on? 12, 13, 14. I have 14 Skeletor figures by my count. Yeah, because I don't have any over there. So yeah, I have 14 Skeletor figures by my count. I mean, I guess if you really wanted to include the monster truck, 15. Let's see, Reptile 7876, it was called Godzilla Strike Zone, I think. Yes, that is what it was called, I believe. Bobby Reynolds, have I seen the Dungeons & Dragons 1983 cartoon? No, but that is another movie I want to see. I want to see the new Dungeons & Dragons. I've heard it's actually pretty good. I'm a fan of the Dungeons & Dragons 2000 movie. Watched it with Lawrence not that long ago. And it was his first time seeing it. Don't get me wrong, Dungeons and Dragons from the year 2000, pretty bad movie. It has its moments. The CGI for the time is actually not bad, but I enjoy it. Like, it's one of those movies, like, it's so bad it's good. Goji Fan 93, something tells me you are a Skeletor fan. Dude, yes. I love Skeletor. He's my favorite character. I love him so much. I can't get enough Skeletor. Again, I love... This guy's one of my favorites. And on top of the flocked Panther, again, Nick Adams from the Monster Report. Thank you again for finding this guy and sending him to me. Really loved it. I even have this smaller flocked Panther. So I have 2 flocked Panthers. I got the Origins one, and I got this small Mega Bloks one. But, yeah, that's one of my favorite Skeletor figures, along with the William Stout, Frank Langella Skeletors I have. Of course, this one from the Masterverse line. And then I had the Classics one over there on Snake Mountain. So, they're my cream of the crops, for sure, of my Masters of the Universe collection. Let's see. Kefla's replying to Reptile 7876, reminding him of the name. Bobby Reynolds, Godzilla Skeletor for life. Heck yeah. And then Chris, seriously, then you need to listen to the Lordy song about Skeletor. For some reason, I think you've told me about that, and I think I completely forgot about it. So, Chris, send me a link. Through Messenger or however, send me a link, and I will definitely look into that, because I think I forgot about it. I think you've mentioned it to me before, but I'm down. I am down. Kefla, I spent all my money on the SH Figure Arts Dragon Ball Super figures. As you know what? As long as you're happy, I want to say money well spent. KGSWHR101. If Lego created a Godzilla set or He-Man sets, would you pick them up? Yeah, I definitely would. I definitely would pick those up for sure. Let's see. Chris, I have, LOL. I just think you would get such a kick out of it. Okay, I'm going to listen to it and I'm going to give you my opinion on it. For sure. I'm sorry that I forgot about it. I knew you mentioned it to me before. So, I'm sorry I forgot about it. Bobby Reynolds, Skeletor versus Ghost Rider. Ooh. Interesting. That might actually be a tough fight. I want to say Skeletor's a little more powerful, maybe. If Ghost Rider gets the pendant stare on Skeletor, though, it's probably game over. Kefla, I did get a few Godzilla figures. Hey, awesome. And then Goji Fan 93 saying, the world needs more Lordy. Hey, man, from what you've showed me of that band, I can totally understand and respect why they are favorite. They are great. Zilfan85, Figure Arts makes the best Dragon Ball figures, but Dragon Ball Stars is a good, cheaper alternative. I do agree with that. One figure I do want to get from the SH Figure Arts line, but it's kind of expensive. They did come out with a Raditz figure. Because for those that don't know, I'm a Raditz fan. I wish Raditz would come back. I wish they did more with him. I wish he turned into a good guy. Considering he's Goku's brother, he has so much potential in my opinion. But I do want to get the SH Figure Arts Raditz. For sure. It's just really kind of out of my price range. But I would love the SH Figure Arts Raditz. Same thing with the SH Figure Arts Form 2 Frieza. The Frieza's second form is my favorite form. I would definitely want to get that. I do know that there is a company coming out with a King Cold figure, like in July, I think. I definitely want to get that because I'm a King Cold fan too. I love King Cold. Kefla saying I agree and saying he's going to come back. I hope so. I really wish they made him DLC in the Dragon Ball FighterZ game. I really wish he was DLC in that. Goji Fan 93, you would love their new album. It's all themed around 30s and 40s monster movies like Frankenstein, Dracula, Creature from Black Lagoon. Ooh, interesting. Okay. I might have to look into that. And Bobby Reynolds, maybe one day down the road, I could do an interview with you guys. You know what? Yeah, that's a possibility, man. Goji 2001 saying, hey, Chris, did you know that Baby Metal's coming to the States? Zilfan85 saying, Raditz has a lot of potential. My first ever Figure Arts figure was the original Super Saiyan Goku release. You've seen it. Yes, I have. And then Frieza's black form is Kefla's favorite, not going to lie. Hey, you know what? Frieza is my favorite character. Okay? Like, if I had some top favorite characters, they're pretty much represented down here. I like Frieza. I'm a big fan of Piccolo also. Little bit of a Vegeta fan. And then I do love Raditz. I wish I did have a little bit more Raditz representation. But I am a Piccolo fan, Frieza, and Raditz fan for sure. If I had a top three, that would be it. Let's see, Goji Fan 93 responding to Goji 2001. Kefla, I'm more of a Cooler / Frieza fan, but Cold is awesome too. Yeah, I love King Cold too. King Cold is a favorite of mine. I wish he got a little bit more time to shine. Zillfan85 just talking to Goji Fan 93. And then saying he would get a kick out of it for Zillafan85. And then Kefla, Piccolo got his comeback in Dragon Ball Super Superhero. Yes, he did. I'm so glad Piccolo got his time to shine. Gohan, too. You know, like, because I did like Gohan in a little bit of Z. You know, Gohan, even in the Buu saga, that's the Gohan that we should have got in Dragon Ball Super. Like, when Gohan becomes Mystic and he first faces Majin Buu, I like it when Majin Buu's just like, so hot shot, you want to fight Majin Buu? And he's like, fight you? No, I want to kill you. That is the Gohan we need. That is the Gohan we deserve. Tim, Zarbon is crying now. I do have a soft spot for Zarbon. I do like Zarbon, okay? I am a Zarbon fan. I don't have a lot that represents Zarbon. I would like the SH Figure Art Zarbon for sure. But I am a Zarbon fan. I like Zarbon. Don't hate me. I thought he was a very good for a Frieza henchman. Zillafan85, Goku has always been his favorite character, but I absolutely do not like how they portrayed him in Super. They made him a mindless idiot. He was so much better in Z. Yeah, they did make Goku pretty dumb. Kefla, I did buy the Super Saiyan 2 Kefla from SH Figure Arts, and boy, do I love this figure. That's awesome. I love to hear it. I love hearing it when people get a figure and they just get so much enjoyment out of it. That is so awesome to hear. I mean, I'm sure people do the same thing with me. Like, if I get something that I really, really enjoy, like, again, gushing over this Skeletor and this Flocked Panther, I don't know if you guys have that same feeling, but, like, for you guys knowing how much that I get enjoyment out of this figure here, I mean, I don't know. Maybe you guys don't care, but, I mean, I do. You know, I like it when I see others get enjoyment out of something they love. That's just awesome. See, Zillafan talking with Chris. Kefla saying Gohan was already, yep, he was already that level in Z. Yep. And then Goji 2001, they are going, Baby Metal going on tour with Metalocalypse. Okay. Bobby Reynolds, what if you and Rich Izzo have a wrestling match for Godzilla 84 with the vinyl smell and you win and Goji Fan 93 and came in and knocked you down and 84 is mine, meanwhile while Nick Adam does the announcement? Oh my goodness. You're setting up some crazy things. Again, Rich is with us today. Got Mr. Fresh Vinyl drip on. Boy, I gotta go take a drink here. My throat's getting dry. Zillafan85. Gohan's anger theme from the Bruce Falconer days was so... Oh, dude. I love the Bruce Falconer soundtracks. Oh, they're so good. They're so good. Kefla, I love the scene where Zarbon turns into a donut. Let's see, Tim, I'm thinking about getting a Tamashii Nations Dragon Ball Z figure. Any recommendations? Does anybody have any recommendations for Tim? I believe Tim's favorite character is Vegeta, if I'm not mistaken. So if someone can recommend him what would be a good Vegeta figure for him to get from the Tamashii Nations line, which that's the SH Figure Arts. Now let's help Tim out here. As far as my opinion goes, I actually don't have... The only Tamashii Nations I have is this Piccolo right here. I don't have any other figure arts. These guys are Figure Arts 0. That's the line they're from, but those are statues. They're not articulated. So I can't really recommend anything personally. I mean, the Piccolo you can't go wrong with. But let's help Tim out and get him a good Vegeta figure. Zillafan85, I still think Super Saiyan 4 is his favorite form. It's just so unique and cool. Dude, Super Saiyan 4 is awesome. Chris saying, I haven't talked to Rich in such a long time. You know what? I recently talked to Rich on Instagram not too long ago. We were actually talking about cooking and grilling and, sharing some love there for our culinary feats because I do love cooking and grilling. That is one thing I do love to do, and people, I will say, will tell you they love my food. Tim, Tim in the chat. I know Tim personally. He's a local friend, great guy. He can tell you, he pretty much will only probably eat steak over at my house. Let's see, Zillafan85 just asking Tim who's his favorite character. Kefla, what's my favorite form from Dragon Ball? My favorite, form in general or Super Saiyan, form? Because if we're talking about forms in general, Frieza's second form, I love a lot. If we want to get, Super Saiyan forms, in all honesty, I'm a fan of, Super Vegeta. Even though I know that they said that form is not the best, it uses a lot of stamina. You get a decrease in speed, but you're insanely powerful. There's something about that bulkiness of the muscles and the extra spikiness of the hair. I really liked the Super Vegeta form and Super Goku and Super Trunks forms. I really liked those forms. Tim is saying Piccolo and Vegeta. You can't go wrong with either. So, guys, let's recommend Tim. Let's get Tim the bang for his buck. I want Tim to be happy and satisfied with what he gets. So, hearing input and recommendations from other people is always awesome. Bobby Reynolds, thoughts on the live-action Dragon Ball movie? Hate it. It doesn't even exist. What live-action Dragon Ball movie? Dragon Ball Evolution is not real. It is not real. That was a nightmare. Zillafan85, I have the revamped Figure Arts Super Saiyan Vegeta figure. It's a really good figure, but I also have the Scouter Vegeta. Both he recommends. And then Kefla saying to Bobby Reynolds, it sucked. Zillafan85 took the words right out of my mouth, Kefla. Goji 2001. I wish articulated fairy tale figures. Okay. Well, who knows? We might get those someday. Kefla, my favorite form was the legendary Super Saiyan. Okay. Tim replying to Zillafan85. Thanks for the recommendation. I'll check those out. And then Kefla, oh, you mean Super Saiyan Grade 3 valid form? Yes. And then what about Alter Ego Vegeta? Alter Ego Vegeta is pretty cool. I will say the purple hair and the purple aura, I dig because I'm a fan of purple. It's funny, purple lights, they just went off. I just went Ultra Ego. No, but I do like the color purple. So I do like the Ultra Ego form. Nick saying, I have nothing to contribute to this Dragon Ball conversation, Ella. Well, Nick, I hope you're enjoying listening about it, though. And then Kefla, Ultra Ego Vegeta was awesome, and I'd love to see him in an actual anime. I think they are going to continue the Dragon Ball Super anime for sure. So, well, with that said, you guys, we're just about at that 2-hour mark. So let me get back out here. Fred is sacked out here on the Kaiju couch, huh? What's up, Fred? Saying hi to everybody. He actually meowed for you guys. But so I think I'm going to wrap this segment up, you guys, and move on over to Facebook here momentarily. But let me get you guys plugged back in and rotated back around. Ba-boom. What's up? So let me catch up here. Bobby Reynolds, Popeye versus Goku. Unless Popeye has some crazy new spinach to have, Goku all the way. Kefla, I think the purple hair was because of the Hakai destruction key. Yeah, due to the training with Beerus. Yeah. Chris, that's adorable. Everybody saying hi to Fred. Fred is the best. Dude, people love you, man. And now you're just sleeping on them. You're just sleeping on them. You're just sacked out. You good boy. Good boy. He's like, why did you stop? How dare you stop? Give me more pets. Anyway, you guys. Let's see. Zilfan85, I really enjoyed the segment today. And everyone on here, you guys all rock. Until next time, you be good to yourselves and sayonara. I love the way you close out your stuff that way, man. That's just awesome. Can't say it any better myself. Guys, thank you so much for being here for Kaiju Chill O'Clock episode 42. Kefla, though my favorite universe from Dragon Ball Super was 6, Hit Khalifa, Kabbalah, etc. The Saiyans have so much potential. Yes, they do. Chris saying, see you later. Bobby Reynolds saying, see you over on Facebook. And then Kefla, I enjoyed as usual. All right, you guys, that's it. Any more comments that come through, I'm done. So thank you all so much. Again, if you haven't atomic blast that like button, please do. Thank you so much. Reptile7876 saying have a good rest of your day, everyone. Thank you so much. Guys, thank you for being here with me, Godzilla Fan Freaks Live, for Kaiju Chill O'Clock, episode 42, the first segment. Had a great time. Thank you all so much. And now I'm going to be moving over to the Facebook segment next, where we will be watching Gamera versus Gauss from 1967. So hope to see some of you over there. If not, we'll see you next time. Like always, we are Godzilla Fan Freaks, and we will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Catch you later, guys.